Okay, so it's finally ready to talk about party season fashion. It's December. I think we're allowed to do it. Today I'm sharing my mini festive season capsule wardrobe. It's kind of a little mini capsule. We've got 3 tops, 3 bottoms, 1 dress and 1 blazer and some shoes and 2 bags to style up with them. I've put this together because I'm on a no-buy this year, which means I'm not shopping. I'm not buying any new outfits to wear around the holidays. So I'm wearing things that I either wore last year or things I haven't worn for a few years, and I'm really excited to get back out now. I started my no-buy at the beginning of October, so I'm actually only 2 months in with 10 months left to go. So if you are on a no-buy, a low-buy, or you just don't feel like buying anything new this season, this is the video for you. So I have included some sparkle and some metallics in this capsule, but I've also included a lot of everyday pieces that I would wear day to day, to work, to the weekends, out and about, because I wanted this to be recreatable, some of these outfits to be able to be recreated by you with items in your wardrobe as well. So I have very simple pieces. As you can see from the colour palette, I've kept this really minimal, which I'm sure you would expect from me at this stage. So this is also for people who are quite minimal, don't like to wear a lot of colour, even around the holidays, but still want to look somewhat festive. You don't want to be wearing like red and green and gold, and you don't have to wear a Christmas jumper just to look like you're dressing the part. You want to look chic, you want to keep your minimal aesthetic, but you want to look a little bit more festive than you usually do throughout the year. So I'll show you the outfits while I talk through the pieces. The first piece I chose is a Sequin Cami, and I think this is very self-explanatory. This is one I got last year, and it's just a really nice shade. It's kind of a champagne, so it's not silver or gold, which means I can style both silver and gold jewellery with it, which is great. Very easy to style. I've styled it here with a skirt. I've styled it with some velvet trousers. I've also styled it with some cream trousers for that kind of almost feel like a winter white. I talk a lot about having like a head to toe cream outfit. It just feels really elevated and sophisticated. So I really wanted to bring that through in my festive wardrobe as well. And I think when you're trying to keep things really minimal, it can be very easy to end up wearing black all the time. And black doesn't necessarily feel as fun and festive as perhaps a little bit of sparkle and maybe like a kind of an all cream winter white outfit. It kind of does the same job, but it feels a little bit brighter. But equally, if you have a black Sequin Cami, red could be really festive as well. Still kind of minimal, but just having like one pop of something. You may also have like a velvet cami or just any velvet top, or you can have a silky satin cami as well. So it doesn't really matter the color or the texture, just something that feels a little bit festive. This is kind of my key piece for bringing that kind of injection party into the rest of the outfits. Apart from using clothing to dress up my outfits, I've also used jewellery, and I've used this necklace quite a bit in my outfits. This is from a brand called BIWAKO, and they are just a beautiful, beautiful brand specialising in pearl jewellery. BIWAKO's pearls are sourced from Lake Biwa in Japan, where they practice sustainable, environmentally friendly freshwater pearl farming, prioritising the well-being of the mussels and the overall farming ecosystem. Here I'm wearing their Baroque choker made from white jade pearl and a mix of 18 karat gold and 24 karat gold vermeil. They describe their pieces as a modern pearl heirloom, which I really love, as I love the idea of having high quality pieces I can pass on to my kids one day. BIWAKO also offer carbon neutral deliveries and returns, 1-year warranty and lifetime repair service on all pieces, which is great because it's nice to be able to repair the things that you love when you really invest in high quality pieces and you have pieces in your wardrobe that you want to keep and you just want to be able to repair them rather than replace them. I love the subtle gold detailing on this, and I love the little hint of red as well, which kind of makes it feel a little bit more festive. So this is a stunning piece if you wanted to get somebody a gift, if you're kind of still looking and you want to treat someone to something really beautiful. But it's also just an ideal piece for your own wardrobe to dress up those more minimal outfits. I just feel like this elevates all my outfits. It kind of injects a lot more glamour to them, I think. So even the most basic outfits, as you've seen me kind of style up already, this has just really added something really special to them. I definitely think that little red bead it has my heart. I love it. And then just a little hint of red on the pearl as well. It's just very different. It's a very kind of contemporary take on a pearl necklace, and I love the shape of it as well. I love that it's not just a string of beads and it has this kind of pendant style to it, so it just feels a little bit more wearable than just, you know, a kind of a very old money style of a string of beads. This just feels really, really nice to wear. The next top I have is it is new to me because I got it recently, but I didn't buy it. It was sent to me from a brand that I'm working with on a previous video you might have seen. But yeah, this just feels really festive to me because it kind of makes me feel like a little monochrome elf when I wear it. The sleeves are like this cute little bell sleeve. It's just a little bit kind of fluffy as well, this texture. So I don't know, I feel like a little elf when I wear this, and I'm actually wearing this tomorrow night to go and see Elf the musical. So yeah, I really enjoyed styling this up, and it is something a little bit different for me, but I really enjoyed wearing it and styling it, and I think it's just kind of cute, and sometimes I just want to feel a little bit cute. But this also looked great with all of the pieces, the cream trousers, the black midi skirt and the black velvet trousers as well. So I kind of tucked it in for some looks, left it untucked so you could see the little hem as well for some of the other looks. This is a great piece if it's kind of maybe a daytime festive thing you're going to, like a brunch or something, meeting up with some friends. It's a knit, so it still feels comfortable and casual, but it does look a little bit cuter than like a typical like jumper like this or something. The next top is actually part of a co-ord, and you probably can't even really see this. It's this black velvet co-ord. The top is like a wrap style top that ties around the waist, and then the trousers are a wide leg velvet trousers, and these just look amazing together. I did wear this last year for around the kind of Christmas period, and I definitely have a reel on my Instagram of me wearing this, and probably on my YouTube shorts as well. This is one that I am definitely going to wear. I think I'm going to wear this to one of my Christmas parties. I have a couple to go to, but this will keep me warm and cozy. It's long sleeve, it's a full length trouser, it's a stretchy waist, it's elasticated, it's got pockets, so it's super kind of comfy, and it feels very relaxed to wear as well, but relaxed in a really, really chic way. And I'm very much enjoying the head to toe black in this. It feels very chic, which I think is really good for a party. And then it's more those like Christmas Day or family times where I don't want to feel as like all black and chic, and I just want to feel maybe a bit more relaxed and have a little bit more colour in my wardrobe. So apart from those velvet wide leg trousers, I've also got this as my second bottom, I guess, is the midi skirt you'll have seen in the first couple of outfits. This is a really nice kind of, not a full skirt, but it has a lot of volume to it. It has some really nice pleats, it has some really nice pockets. So again, it gives that kind of elevated but relaxed vibe. And it's a really great length as well. I loved pairing it with the kitten heels. I thought that was a really nice look. You can just see a little bit of ankle and then the kitten heel poking out. Very easy to style as well, with the cami top, with the little kind of elf jumper. I think this just works really well for dressing up the most, I would say, basic tops. Like you could wear this with just a black cami and some heels and some stunning jewellery like this, and then you'd feel really dressed up and it would look really dressed up. But equally you can pair it with, you know, a sequin cami and just look a little bit more festive as well. And I've also paired this with my next piece. Let me show you. This is a dress I got last year as well, and I think I wore this for my Christmas party. Absolutely love it. I love the shape. I love how loose it is. I think it's great for Christmas, you know, for going out for dinner or anything. You want to eat a lot of food, have lots of drinks. It's not too figure hugging that you'll feel uncomfortable doing that. And yeah, I just love the shape of it. I love the kind of A-line shape the whole way down. What I also love about it is this extra layer goes the whole way around. So I was able to tuck the skirt part into the other black skirt. I was able to tuck it into the velvet trousers as well. So that just gave me kind of alternate ways to wear it, and I was almost styling it as a top, which I think looked really cool. I had been eyeing up a top that looked similar to this a couple of weeks ago, and just in my head I was like, I think I could do that with that dress and just kind of tuck it in. It works really well with the skirt because obviously it sits really well underneath the skirt because there's a lot of volume in it, but I think it works really well under the velvet trousers as well, because the trousers are heavy enough to not kind of show any fabric bunching up underneath it. Probably wouldn't work as well with like the cream trousers because they're a little bit thinner. Obviously you would see through them as well. But yeah, I love that just kind of gives it, I don't know, another option. So I could wear it to one party as a dress, and I could wear it to another party as a top with the skirt or the velvet trousers. And when I had this on with my velvet trousers, I really wanted to wear that to one of my parties. I just thought it was such a cool look. Another pair of bottoms is the cream trousers, and I just thought these would add a little bit more interest than adding in a pair of black trousers, because as you can see, a lot of the rest of my wardrobe is black. So I added these in again for that winter white kind of vibe, very sophisticated. I just love the pairing of the cami top, this kind of champagne color with the cream. I think it's really, really nice. And like I mentioned, it was something I put together last year as well, but I still love it. So this also looks great paired with the cute little top, because it really picks up the cream in the trousers, and so that was a really nice look too. And then I think pairing it with, I think my favorite look with it was pairing it with this blazer. So I just kind of styled this blazer up as a top. I kind of pinned it over a little bit further so it wouldn't, you know, sit too open or anything. Pinned it over like that. And I think that was a really, really cool outfit. And then lastly is the blazer. This kind of like shimmery style blazer. It still has tags on because I haven't actually worn it. It was one I got last year. I worked with Phase on some Christmassy party styling reels, and this is one of the pieces I included. But I didn't actually get around to wearing it because I don't really know why. I didn't really go out that much over Christmas, and I think by the time I had been putting these together I had already kind of worn my Christmas party looks. But I'm excited to wear it this year because it's very chic and I love it with that kind of champagne and cream tones that I have going on. But this equally looks great just thrown over some of the all black outfits to just add a bit of something to it. I had thought about adding my black blazer into this collection. One, it would just be too much black, and two, this just adds so much more to it. If this is still online, I'll link it below because it's a really nice blazer and it came as part of a suit as well, which I have the trousers. I actually have the trousers of it on me right now because they just look quite cool paired with this jumper. But yeah, just a little bit of shimmer. It just really adds something to the rest of the outfits. If you didn't have a statement blazer like that, obviously you could have a sequin blazer, a velvet blazer, you know, it could be just a blazer in a pop of colour, or it could be just a really classic kind of tux style black blazer. It doesn't have to be all the same colours that I have here. Likewise for the dress, it could literally just be you have your very own little black dress, or it could be like a midi dress or something like that. Before I had this, my go-to was a black silk midi dress. It was long sleeved. I loved it for Christmas season and I still do. But yeah, it's nice to change things up a little bit. But an LBD, or even for the festive season, a little red dress could also be a nice option too. So one accessory I added in was this little handbag. This is actually my wedding handbag that I got secondhand on Vinted, I think, for like a tenner or something. But it's just this really beautiful white beaded, actually kind of more pearlescent, so I think it kind of played really well with the pearl jewellery that I had chosen. Yeah, I just love this kind of fringed effect. I think it just really adds something to all of these outfits. Because they're very monochrome, I think this just worked really well to add a little something, whether it was to complement the head to toe kind of creams and champagne colours, or if it was when I was wearing an all black look and I just needed a handbag to just make something pop. Like I didn't want it all black and just something had to add to it. Again, you could add any colour bag, you could have any kind of texture. It could be sequins, again it could be velvet. These are all great festive options. Or it could be kind of like a hard shell, like something with a bit of shine to it, or probably like a patent PU, just anything that kind of gives a little bit of shine, reflects a bit of light. I think that's what kind of plays on the festive vibes, is like velvet even has a different kind of way that it shines. So yeah, I think it's just things that pick up light really well, because there's always fairy lights around and twinkly lights, and just if it's going to play off your outfit, then all the better. The other bag I included was just my typical black shoulder bag that I have in like every outfit. It's my everyday bag, or every outfit, every video. It's my everyday bag, I just thought it was a good option when something like this didn't really work or it was too much. And then for shoes, I went for my little black kitten heel because this is in my everyday wardrobe. And it is just something a little bit more comfortable for me as well. I also had these shoes that I got as part of some videos I was making last Christmas. These, not sure if they're on my Vinted, but they're not one I wear a lot because the heel is very high. But then I was wearing them today and I thought, maybe they're not too high, maybe they're just the perfect kind of party shoe. I also have these shoes in my wardrobe for a few years. They're a pair I got on Depop, I think, thinking they were a gold shoe, and they're actually more rose gold. But because of the heel shape, they're actually really comfortable. They're not too high either. So I've kind of kept them just as like a special occasion pair of shoes. It's just handy to have a pair of shoes like this in your wardrobe if it's for a wedding or just a party or festive season. I think the metallic definitely helped to, I was gonna say festify, if that's a word, Christmasify these party looks a little bit. And lastly, I love a good boot even for the party season. I think especially for the party season, because if you're going to be going to a lot of parties and running around and doing a lot of dancing, it's nice to have something comfortable. Also, if it's kind of a work party, that you're going from work to a party, maybe you want to wear a shoe. Maybe if you don't want to get changed, you don't have time to, nice to wear a shoe that's going to be comfortable for all day. That can take you to night as well. And then I think it just kind of changes up the look of an outfit as well. So you can see when I had the mini dress on with the heels, it was a lot more kind of, I don't know, a little bit more cute and feminine. And then when I added the boot, it just looked a little bit cooler. So I kind of liked that it changed things up a little bit as well. So they are all the pieces in my festive capsule wardrobe this year. I also included a couple of, I think a pair or two of statement earrings amongst those outfits as well. It just kind of helps when you have a high neckline like this. I think a statement earring is the way to go because you're probably not going to get away with wearing a necklace. And then any of them that I kind of had the option to have a slightly more open neck, I was wearing this BIWAKO Pearl Necklace because I think it just went with everything. I think pearls and gold and that hint of red again, it just kind of complemented everything I wore because I have such a monochrome base, I guess. But I feel like it's just the style of it just goes really well with so many things. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm literally not going to take it off. I also love that I can kind of just wear it with the chunky jumper like this, or this, a pair of trousers, you know, day to day, or if I just want more of those daytime festive outfits that I kind of mentioned. These are all very much party season, a little bit more elevated for daytime, but if you just want something like you're just going to wear a cozy jumper, pair of jeans, you know, maybe a red lip, and then you can add on a little statement necklace like this. I think that was another thing that really elevated the outfits to feel more festive is my red lip too. So definitely want to keep that going throughout my party season. And this is a really good one because it stays on. It's like a lip, it's like one of those that dries in. And I think it's just from Makeup Academy. They're a super cheap brand I find in Superdrug, but they are cruelty free as well. Yeah, this just stays on. I've already eaten today and I only have to touch it up a tiny bit. So pretty happy with this. I hope you enjoyed these outfits today and I hope this has helped you to build your capsule wardrobe for the festive season. I'd love to know if any of these pieces are in your wardrobe and if you plan to recreate outfits with them as well. Don't forget to check out BIWAKO. I will link to the necklace down below. They also have a discount as well to get 20% off. I'll link it down below as well so you can copy and paste it over if you do decide to purchase. Thanks so much for watching my video today and I hope you all have a great festive season.